Hi, this is Alex from Groovy Entertainment. Today is live stream number 18. And let's see if we can make this video longer than my Tuesday video was. On my last week Tuesday video was. And today I got me some crystal light. So I can last forever on the live stream. Hi Ashley. How are you today? And you're the first one on the live stream. And I'm doing a live stream today because it's windy outside and my TV not really working too great. And I'm doing good. What about you? I'm doing good too. Yeah, I wish it would 90. I wish the weather was nice. Went out the wind. Yeah, I think it's 80 degrees outside today, but and I'm wearing my 1992 jacket also. And this team is probably no longer out, but I wish you would get more books and record in the future. Yeah, I do too, but I'm hoping that my November check come in and I can buy a whole bunch of stuff for next year. But we do got some. We do got a couple of books on record for Christmas and two and three record for Halloween. That's a long time from now, but we still got that stuff. I got nothing for November. I got nothing for Thanksgiving, but I never had really nothing for Thanksgiving ever. I don't think I ever did a Thanksgiving video on my channel. Yeah, the sunlight keeps disappearing, so I look dark and I look bright. But this might be maybe the last year I do Christmas stuff. Unless I get my November donation check, then we'll be good for next Christmas. And we got a lot of Sesame Street and Disney disco songs coming out. I'm gonna I'm gonna finish school by next Friday. Oh, that's awesome. And then you'll be on summer vacation. And I hope I get a lot more subscribers during the summertime. When did you start using YouTube? Oh, I started using. I started listening to music on YouTube back in 2016, but I didn't. But I didn't start making videos until I made my first video 2018. Oh, I think that was November 2018. But it was just my dog. The first video was. The second video was December 2018 with just the dog. And then I didn't do a real video of me talking until April of 2019. I think it was April 15th. It was like 7. It was 7 days after my birthday. And that was my first unboxing episode. And some of the stuff in that April video, you get to see. I think I showed some of the stuff off in later videos. I have been using YouTube since I was a younger kid. Oh, that's awesome. And I wish I had started my YouTube channel back when I started using YouTube. Then we would never have to stop with the books and records. Cause I would have been making money, but I can't go back in time. So I think I started using Facebook about 6 years before I started using YouTube. Like I think either one of my friends would tell me about Facebook or my cousin, and I started using Facebook in 2010. I remember listening to Disney books on record on YouTube when I was little. I don't know. I remember there used to be two channels that used to have a lot of books on records before I started. Because that's why I started, because I had all these books on records, and I wanted to be like them in a sense. But them two channels they disappeared. I don't know where they went to. Of course, they were old anyway. They were like 10 years old, so they didn't really do anything new on their channels. And then there used to be a Groovy Entertainment channel, but I think he was Groovy Entertainment 79 or 80, and everybody used to get mixed up with that guy channel. But then he disappeared because when I made my name, I didn't know there was another person with the same name. I've been using Mickey Mouse 5. Oh, yeah, I saw some of them on eBay, but because I already had a lot of the books on record by themselves, I saw no need of buying a record with books on it that I already played. And I think we still got some more Disney books on record coming out for Christmas too. And this would be the let's see, Mickey Mouse Christmas Carol. I think it is. I tried to play the VCR tape last Christmas, but the Disney didn't want the movie uploaded. I uploaded it and they blocked it right when I uploaded it, so nobody got to see that nice video except me. But so I found the book on record of that same movie. So I'm hoping that don't get blocked. But I got three companies that doesn't like their fans. That's Disney, Warner Brothers, and MGM. So you might not see no Pink Panther cartoon at all on my channel because I try to do a Pink Panther Christmas movie. Let's see, do you play Minecraft? No, I don't, but I seen it on YouTube. I see people play it. Mostly, I don't play computer games ever. I might play maybe one or two games on my telephone, but I think that's it. All my video games that you saw, the little videos I made of them. I saw some people playing Minecraft and media. That's when I was in. Oh, yeah, Minecraft is kind of new because when I was in computer class about a long time ago, the only game people were playing was Pac-Man on the computer, or that mind game. We had to click on the thing and try to get all the numbers and not hit any mines. And computer class was kind of fun. But I had computer class and typing class, and I wasn't crazy about the typing class because I didn't want to go for all that typing motion. So I just type with one finger, one or two fingers, until the way you're supposed to be typing. And I think the last time I was in computer class was back in sixth grade. I have two computer lab classes in my 10th and 11th grade. Oh, that's awesome. I remember when computer would start coming to my ninth grade class, and we had to put them together. And we had three brand new computers for the first time, and it had a Donkey Kong game and a Miss Pac-Man game inside of it. And all the kids were trying to race to play them games, and the teacher wasn't looking. And then we didn't get internet until I was in 10th grade. Because internet was so brand new at the time. I did my first book report on the internet in 10th grade. I think that's when I got my first internet at home too. Your internet connection is unstable. Please wait while we try to reconnect. That's all okay. If you see me looking kind of crazy looking, it's because like it tell me my connection is unstable. But the timer's still ticking, so I think I'm still on. So I'll keep talking. If you see me, you see me. If you don't, you don't. I know it's windy outside because my TV is getting affected by the wind also. Because like I said before, I can't see what everybody else sees. So if I'm looking kind of crazy looking, I don't see that until after I look back at the live stream I did. And I can't edit myself of all the crappiness of the live stream. And then when I do hit 1,000 subscribers, I'll be able to use my telephone and GoPro for live stream also. Of course, then I'll be able to make money off the live streams. So it'd be like three pluses. And I'm glad they tell you when your internet ain't working good either, because they don't have to tell you that your computer ain't working. But I'm glad I got one person talking on the live stream. I have some terrible things. I have some terrible things happen to me in seventh grade. Oh, that's so bad. Yeah, seventh grade wasn't that bad. I had two nice people that I met in seventh grade. And I loved the gym class I had. Even though I hated going to the gym, I liked some of the stuff we did. I think, yeah, the only thing I could remember in gym class was we used to play tennis, badminton, and I think baseball. I hated baseball, but I loved the tennis. I would hit that tennis ball far into the driveway because they had the tennis court next to the teacher parking lot. So I hit a lot of the teacher cars by accident. And people hated playing tennis with me. I wasn't good at hitting it to them. Why? To seventh grade. That's a long time ago. That boy cut my hair, punched my arm, and broke my pencil. Oh, that's too bad. We had somebody do that too. I never really had no enemies in school, except maybe two people. And people, half the people liked me in school, half the people tolerated me in school. And the two people that hated me were just two people. And then after I beat them up, then they didn't mind being around me. Then my two enemies became people that tolerate me, but they still wanted my friend. But oh, that is what happened back in seventh grade. Well, at least your high school is better than your seventh grade was. I ain't gonna lie, time I was in seventh grade back in 1996 or 1995, about 24 years or 26 years ago. I had yelled, or I had a yelling teacher back in ninth grade. I think we all had teachers that was yelling at kids. I don't think I had one teacher that would speak nice to any of the kids. But even the principal would be yelling at the kids also. In ninth grade, I think ninth grade was pretty nice because it was the first time that I got to see the high school for the first time. And that was 1998, about 23 years ago. And I went to the wrong class because I didn't read the paper what class I was supposed to be in. So I went to the wrong class, and they told me that I wasn't supposed to be in that class. But I'll probably do a video about June 21st about me being out of high school for 20 years. And that'd be exciting. And if I could find my diploma and all my detention and in school dispenses papers, I could make a video about high school. And if I could find my honor roll papers, I could put that in the video also. So it'd be like a memory trip of going to school 20 years ago. Because I didn't throw any of my school papers away, so got most of them. I would have known. I would have known that because Peace Fair 2 will be made for the kids. Oh, yeah. I went to a speech class when I was going to school. Yeah, it was nice because there was only 3 kids in that whole class, and the teacher, I think she was a nice teacher. Can't remember. Can't remember much about her because it was a long time ago. I know she was a skinny lady, and she wore glasses, and she had these hard chairs that were uncomfortable, and we all sat at this purple table. And there goes the dog barking at the neighbor again. Now, let's see how long we can make this live stream go too. Cause I ain't going nowhere today, so this could last for a long time. Did you get? Yep, I got all my shots. I got my last shot last Tuesday, and yeah, the last shot I got put me out. It made me sleepy for 2 days, but because I pre-record my videos, you didn't see you didn't see the way I was looking like after I got that shot. Because I couldn't keep my eyes open or nothing. So I had to go. So I kind of went to bed earlier than I ever went to bed because I'm a night owl. I go to bed about 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. But that shot took me out at 10 o'clock at night. And if I knew that people would be awake at my time, I would do a lot of night owl live streams. But I know nobody would be awake at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. It'd be a waste of my time. And I'll probably do a video of me getting all my shots too. I could probably do that tomorrow. Cause I just forgot about it. A lot of YouTubers and Instagram people and Facebook people they've been taking pictures of them getting all their shots. But because I don't think about telling people that I got all my shots, I just didn't do a video or a picture. And I probably would never done a picture anyway, but I would have done a video. And next Friday we'll be all done with everything I got in May. Because yeah, so you won't be hearing your Clifford record this week. I'm afraid of I'm afraid of Minecraft zombies. Uh, I don't know much about Minecraft. I only seen a little bit on YouTube. When people talk about it, that's when I see it too. And I hope the picture quality is kind of good. Now I don't care about the sun going in and out because I have no control over that. But I hope I'm not looking kind of crazy looking. And soon I'll probably get even brighter. It's nice and bright right now, but because it's cloudy outside, the cloud takes over the sunlight, and then it disappears. And you'll probably hear my TV in the background also, a little bit as you can hear. But because I think because the TV is not loud enough, YouTube can't copyright my videos. I'll copyright my live stream. But I don't. You can't make money off for live streams anyway. This is what happened when you have. This is what happened when you have a replacement teacher become a survivor. Oh, you had a substitute teacher. Yeah, yeah. You should love substitute teachers because they let you do whatever you want to do because they didn't really care what you was not. They didn't really care what you did because they would just sit there, look at you with a newspaper. I think I only had two mean substitute teachers, two old ladies. That was that wanted to be a real teacher. I think them old ladies are either dead or retired by now because they was in their 60s when I was in school. Now here I was sinking into the couch. And let's see, we got June will be a kind of a surprise month because I really don't got nothing planned for June except the CDs and the movies I'll be playing and and the songs. And I might even do some more retro cinema and groovy reads for June also. I still got three books to read. One book I'm reading because I can't afford the book on record, so I just got the book. And then if I could get the book on if I get the record in November, then you get to hear the whole thing. You can do more groovy reads, right? Well, I can if I have more books to read in July. But I already the books. I got a lot of books on my bookshelf, but to read them out loud, it wouldn't sound too pretty because the books I read are kind of big fat books. They got boy, they got over 500 pages, and to read that to you guys, it wouldn't sound too it wouldn't sound too pretty because the words are kind of hard reading them out loud, and you'll be seeing me squint a lot. So I try to pick easy books. Most of the books I try to read, they have to be like no more than 30 pages, and they have to be real big too because they're small. You'll be seeing me squint in the whole video. Let's see what. Let's see. I got my books right here. So in June, we got Circus Time. This is just the book because I can't find the record for this book is like $45. So we won't hear the record ever unless I can find this thing real cheap. And then I think we got three more books. I think two or three more books of this story to read. The Frog and Toad series. Let's see. Let's see. We got. I think we got two more. Yeah, we just got two more stories about the Frog and Toad. And because they went on record format, I'll just read them off to you. And then this month we got no more elephants, and the book that came out yesterday. But because I went home yesterday, I had to open it today. The dinosaur versus the potty. So we got a couple of groovy reads, two for May and three for June. I'm glad I had them next to me this time. And then we got storied on CD for June also. We got a lot of a lot of Superman stuff. So that'd be the comic book stuff. Then we got a lot of TV shows that was radio shows back in the days. We even got some. We even got some scary books on records that I might either save for Halloween or I might play them before Halloween. It's, I have to see how scary they are. If they're not scary enough for Halloween, I'll play them next month. And then I have to hope YouTube lets me get away with playing CDs on the channel. And then I got some Transformers cartoons, but I don't know who owns that, so I don't want to take a chance on that one. Have you? Well, I or never watched it, but I heard of the theme park, and then I found the record of that this year for the first time. Now, there used to be when I was little. I remember watching a TV special of that with Kurt Russell and I think with the Osmond or something. It was made in the '70s, but they repeated it in '85. So I got to see it when I was little, even though it's old. And it's like a nice TV special. What I can remember of it. Well, they had made a new version of it. I never knew about the new one. But I remember only them three things because when I went to Disneyland in 1990, they had the Haunted Mansion theme parks over there. And if that thing goes cheap in November, we might have that book on record for the channel too. But it would have to be real cheap. Right now, that Haunted Mansion book runs for $75. The book and record, and too much money for me because I'm not a collector. I don't know how to. Oh, hi, hi, M being creations, and you're a new one, so you're number two. And and how are you? I don't. Yeah, you must be a new describer because I don't remember your name at all. And I'm glad you made it to the live stream. Oh, that's good. And where are you from? Are you from the United States or out of the country? 'Cause I love knowing about my subscriber whenever I get a chance to know about them. Okay, so you on my time zone. Yeah, I love when I get people on my time zone because then I can know what time everybody can come on. When I get people from other time zones, then I have to play around with the time. And are you going to school or working? Because I know Ashley goes to school. Oh, stay at home mom. Oh, oh, that's pretty good. So you get to relax every day and have fun with your kid. You can say I'm kind of the same way too. I don't got no kid, but I got a dog that I stay home with, and she's kind of like a kid. All we have are toys all over the floor and stuff. Yeah, people always walking next to my windows. That's why you see me looking that way a lot. Because if I can see the people before the dog sees the people, I can stop her from barking. And you can ask me any question you guys want. Most I'm just gonna just talk. But if I get something to talk about, it'd be even better. You wish that huh? You wish that if you can get 1,000. Yeah, I'd be happy if I get 1,000 subscriber in August because then that will mean that would mean the page will start making money and I could put the money back into the channel because then YouTube will be buying the books and records for the channel. So my dream is to get 1,000 subscribers before the summer ends. But because now the the bug account isn't appearing, people might not stay home for the summertime. So I might lose all the summer people. And if I do get 1,000 subscribers, people can donate in the chat. Because I've seen other live streamers where the subscriber donate money to the chat room. And with 1,000 subscriber also, I can use my telephone and GoPro and look even clearer because the telephone is 100% clearer than the webcam. And then I could probably do some. I could walk around the house and show you my house during the live stream, or do some kind of cooking live stream also. But that can't happen unless I get a lot of subscribers. But I can do cooking videos, but it would just be just regular videos. It won't be a live stream video if I did that. But we're getting there. I'm at 700 right, or 7 something right now. Cooking live stream would be great. Yeah, because I got a box of brownies that I hadn't cooked yet, and it'd be nice. It'd be nice of you guys watching me make brownies for the first time. Because I buy my desserts already made, but this will be the first time of me making a dessert out of a box. And I could probably do. And then I love cooking meats and stuff, so you could see me cook some meats in the oven and see me season it and everything. It'd be like watching them cooking shows on TV, but I'd be an amateur doing it in real life until wait until watching it on TV. What's your favorite fast? What's your favorite fast food restaurants? Let's see. I like going to Fridays or Chili's, and I love Italian foods. I don't really eat McDonald's and Burger King and stuff like that. Now, I used to when I was a kid. I was able to eat all that fast food restaurants, and then I got old, and my body couldn't take the McDonald's anymore and stuff like that. Oh, that's awesome! And that's how my cake used to come out. When I tried to make my own cake out of the box, I tried twice. The first time I made the cake, it was too hard to cut, and the second one was too rubbery. So I gave up and started buying my cakes already made. But this would be the first time making a brownie. So I hope the brownie comes out eatable. And I hope the brownie box can last until I get my 1,000 subscriber. Of course, I don't think it'll take that long because I found a way to. Gonna have the eggs in the container, so you just pour the eggs out instead of me trying to crack the eggs. So that would save some time because I'm not too good at cracking eggs. So if the eggs are already cracked for me, that's 100% better for me. Cause we won't get no eggshells and anything. And I love making pancakes, so we could probably do pancakes on the cooking stream too. But that's a long time from now. But it's always good to dream about the future. So when the future comes, you got all these ideas and plans already out there. And if I do get the subscribers, I could bring my phone outside. Yeah, so then I could bring the phone outside and we could do a walking live stream. I could walk my dog outside, and you get to join me during a a walk. Could have had to be a nice day. I couldn't walk in the rain or the snow or something like that. Oh, that's awesome. And most of the time, 'cause I like blueberry pancakes, so I buy them already made. Cause blueberries aren't cheap. And I love French toast. The French toast. I never made French toast since I was a little kid, so I don't know. I haven't made French toast in a long time. But I buy the frozen French toast, and that tastes pretty good. Cause I can eat pancakes all the time. Just too much pancakes aren't good for you. Of course, I love ice cream too, and I can eat that all the time also. I think I like ice cream more than pancakes. And anything you want to ask, just ask any question. The more question you ask, the more ideas, the more things I get to talk about. Pecan, butter pecan ice cream is the best. Yeah, I used to eat the ice cream a long time ago, but now I have to be careful what kind of ice cream I eat nowadays because I got bad teeth. So I try to not eat too. So I had to stop eating the ice cream with hard stuff in it and the candies. But I love cookie and cream and strawberry ice cream. Cause the cookie and cream was nice and soft, and the strawberry cream and got nothing hard in it. And then when I get my teeth fixed again, I'll be to eat all the good ice creams again. Because lately I've been eating Ben and Jerry ice creams because my grocery store been having a good sale on them. I think they had them for $2.99. So I just been buying a handful of them so I could try each one in the milk. But I know that still won't last for too long, and they'll be back to $6 again. Cause I only eat ice cream when they're on sale. I don't go out looking for ice cream. And it would be nice. I think we might be to get to a whole hour of a live stream. Now I never did a 2 hour live stream before. And I see a lot of YouTuber they go for 3 or 4 hours. And I would try that, but I don't know if I would have that many people to go that far. Because the people the channel I watch, they got a lot more subscribers than I do. They got over about 2 million subscribers, so they can go way far. Cause I can go on forever from now until dark time. It gets dark over here about 7:30, 8 o'clock. Cause I can talk on the telephone forever, but then nobody looking at me on the telephone because my mom calls a lot, so I talk on the phone with her for a good 4 or 5 hours. And I don't think I can do a live stream that long. I never tried it, but then I would have to figure out what to talk about for 5 hours if I had to go that route. And the good thing that is Crystal Light because that was real Kool Aid. The sugar will make my mouth dry out faster. Well, at least we got two people who like the live streams, and we got five people who are looking at the live stream. How long you been a YouTuber? Oh, I think I've been a YouTuber for 2 years. Yeah, because I started my first talking YouTube video April 15th of 2019, and yeah, with my very first video of my dog was on November 2018. So my dog been a YouTuber longer than I have. And if I kept continuing making videos in 2018 and early 2019, I would have been a YouTuber for a lot longer. I think my first video was the unboxing episode. I think it was. I didn't do any books and records until summertime of 2019. So all my video was mostly me unboxing things every single day. And my channel always been a channel of kind of anything I could think of. So I have no set idea for the channel. I think I did 2 episodes of me watching a movie and talking about it. I like listening to the classic music. Oh, that's awesome, and I do too. You probably hear a lot of my oldies on my channel, and I got a lot more classic music coming for the channel this month too. Cause this month, some singers having their birthday on the 24th. I don't got my notebook next to me, so I can't tell you who it is. But he's gonna have a birthday on the 24th, so I'm gonna play his one of his albums. Yeah, but I had my oh wait, I found my notebook. So I write everything down because if I don't write things down, I'll never remember what to do. Unless I forgot to write it down. Oh, here we go. Let's see. Okay, May 27th. May 27th, Ramsey Lewis is having a birthday. So we'll be playing. Yeah, I'll give you a sneak preview. Oh, that's a record album. I couldn't play the record. No, a different group. Yeah. So these would be one of the two albums we'll be playing for his birthday. And I know we could do. We'll do a voting on the live stream, and I'll make a video about voting also. Now we got two albums. We got Wade. I think Wade in the Water from Ramsey Lewis. I ran it backwards. So this is one record we got, and or we got Hang On Ramsey. So you can choose what record you want for his birthday on the 27th. So you got Hang On Ramsey. There's no year on this, so you can't tell what the year is. Okay, this is from 1965. Or we can play Wade in the Water album from 1970. '66. So we got the '66 album or the '65 album, and the whoever votes for what albums, it'll be played, and I'll do a video about that too. So if people don't see the live stream, they will be able to vote for it. But oh, awesome. And the people who are seeing the live stream, they put your answer in the comments below because I'll be able to see your comments more instead of looking at the live stream part. So we got one for Wade in the Water. And we'll see how many people vote for what. And on the 27th, that whatever record wins will be the record that you hear. And if we get a tie, you get to hear both albums because I don't think yeah, because that'll be a long time to wait again next year for your birthday to come around again. I can do that too, though. I think I only got these two. I might got a third one somewhere in my record collection. Working from home. Missed the question. Hello, whatever M. The question is, what Ramsey Lewis record would you like to hear for his birthday on the 27th? Wade in the Water or Hingo and Ramsey? And whatever one whatever one gets the most vote, the one we play. Unless they both get a tie, then we play both of them. And I'm glad you made it to the live stream again. And I'd like to thank you again for the Amazon gift card you got me for my birthday. And you got it from now until the 27th because I'll start playing the record in the afternoon on the 27th. And then we won't have another birthday until now. I lost my notebook again. Yeah, we won't have another birthday until June 14th. And I only got one of his records. But on June 14th, we'll be playing Junior Walker. And I only got one of his albums, so that's not going to be a request. Yeah, I'll be playing the Roadrunner album for 1966. So this is going to be exciting for June 14th. And this got a lot of fast hits because when I was a little kid, they only played like 4 songs off the album. And now they don't play any of these old music on the radio no more. So I'm like a radio station. And I really hope that this poor guy music the fans to listen to him. Because I never played his music before on the channel. I heard his music before. Okay, they used to play the in crowd a lot on the radio and hang on Sloopy. The only 2 songs you ever heard on the radio. I wonder if he got that song on one of these albums. They came out in '65, both of them. Okay, we got one of them. Yeah, so you get to hear the song I heard 100 times on the radio. Oh, cool hits all day, every day. Yeah, I'm like an oldie channel because this would be the only place you get to hear all these old musics. And I'm glad that the fans get to hear this stuff because if nobody played this stuff, this gets put away in a closet and nobody ever gonna hear this stuff. As a kid, I thought it was Hingle on Snoopy. Yeah, yeah, I did too. Until I looked on the back of this record cover for the first time. If they didn't write it down, I would never have known that it wasn't what I thought it was. Because, like I said, I heard this one song 100 times back in 1986 when they had an oldie channel that used to play old music from I think from 10 in the morning up until 6 at night. Then they had I think they had Big D that played oldie music 24/7, but the channel never came in clear, so I had to listen to whatever I can get my radio to play. Big D 103. And then I think that's it for the summertime people. Then we just got the December and November people. And I even got an album that people probably never heard of since that person came out singing back in the 80s. Let's see if I got it next to me. Yeah, here we go. Now this is a ready sneak preview because this person's birthday don't come out until let's see, writing everything down until Thanksgiving. So this is her first album. And I was lucky enough to get it when it first when it not when it first came out, but when they released it 4 years later. But this came out in 1980. I was able to get it in 1984 or 85 when I was a little kid. And this little kid turns boy. I got everything written down. This little kid turns 55 in November 25th. So we get to hear her first album in November. Great singer. Yeah, she is a great singer. Boy, this record cost a lot of money back then too. That record cost $5 when it got re-released. Now these are all sneak previews, but because I got them next to me, you get to see them before everyone else get to see them. And then on December 26th, we're gonna play this group because this person sung with the group. Let's see, I know the song. The Four Tops. Uh, Duke have a birthday December 26th. He turned 86. So we get to play him with his other mates, and we play this whole album on the 25th, or 26th of December. Now this would be the first. It won't be the first time we played this group before, but it'll be the first time we get to hear more of their more of their hits. And the record in pretty good shape. Oh, great! My birthday is in December. Ah, awesome. Maybe if you have a singer that you like, I can play it on your birthday if I have their record. Cause I got so many records, I might have your favorite singer, and then I write it down, and when your birthday comes, whenever that is, okay, thanks. Oh, you're welcome. Yeah, so just pick out a lot of your favorite singers, because the more you choose, the more chance you have of me having that record. If you only have one favorite singer and I don't have that record, then I won't be able to play it for you. But if you have a handful, then you get more chances. And it'd be nice playing, if I do have their record, it'd be nice playing it for the channel too. Of course, I never know what singer will get blocked and what singer will not get blocked. It's a mystery game for music. So far, Motown stuff been nice. They love their fans, but George Michael, you have yeah, uh, I have that, and I played that song. Boy, I think I played that song 3 times on the channel. I played it for her birthday. Let's see. No, okay, play. Yeah, if you look on the channel, you'll be able to see Diana Ross. Someday we'll be together 3 times. Cause I played the album. I played the album, and I think I played the 45 version of that song also. Okay, I will check it out. Awesome, and you can let me know how many times I played it too. Most of the time I won't repeat a song, or like I said, I won't play the same record twice. But if it's on a different record, I will play that different record with the same song on it, because every record got a different version of that song. So sometimes you might hear a longer version of the same record of the same song 100 times. I played a lot of music on this channel so far, and only a handful of singers only a handful of singer songs got blocked. Alex, let's see. Oh, hi, Mike Howard, and I'm doing real good, and you, and Sync, and this is that old jacket from the '90s. I'm just wearing this because I saw it in my closet today, and I'm not promoting the team or nothing. My channel, the retro channel, so this is a retro coat, and maybe one day they'll come back and play hockey again. And they had a great theme song, because every time they played that theme song on the TV set, mostly when I seen their hockey games on back a long time ago. And I'm glad you made it for another live stream. Cause you was on my live stream number 16 last Tuesday. Cause I try to remember all my subscribers when they come on a live stream. And this is the first. I think this is the first time I got 4 people on the live stream, and this is the first time I had two people that came back for another live stream. Because Ashley always comes on. She's like one person that comes on for everything. And whatever M came from my second live stream, live stream number 2. and I think MB Curation. I think this is your first time. And I do live streams whenever. I don't really have a set time for any of them because I get busy or they show a nice episode on TV. And live stream is kind of hard too because if it's cloudy or nasty outside, the live stream won't look nice. You won't see me in the live stream because my live stream is on sunlight. So if there's no sunlight, I can't do a live stream. But I'll keep doing live streams as long as we got good weather. Now I would like to do one outside, but that might be too bright, and I won't. You'll be able to see me, but I won't be able to see the people because my eyes won't be able to take all that bright sunlight. But it'd be nice to do one outside one of these days. You get a backyard live stream. But then I don't know if my internet would be all that great outside. And this might be my longest live stream ever. I never made it past an hour or past an hour. But we've been on for an hour and 11 minutes so far. And let's see how many more people we get on this live stream. And let's see if we get any new subjects to talk about. Because so far I've been talking about school, music. Yep, let's see, subjects. So, yeah, because the first subject we were talking about school. Then the second subject, we're talking about food. Then music. The school subjects are kind of harder for me because I was not a person that loved school ever. And I can remember all the schools I went to, but I was never a school person. So talking about school, I don't get excited talking about school much. I was just happy that I graduated and didn't have to go back to the school ever again. But I love music and food, and I love movies. I do talk about my movies, but I do gotta talk about them. And like I said in another comment I made, I like the color of your jacket. Oh, thanks. Yeah. This was the team color of the Weller back back when they played hockey. And then I think they changed their name and became a different color. Then they went back to their original name, back to the original color again. Yeah, school sucks. I wonder how many people on the live stream hated school. I know we got two, me and you. And let's even do something one more better. What year did everybody graduate from high school? Now I graduated in 2001. So it'll be 20 years for me come June 21st, 1992. Boy, I was 10 years old in that time, 2008. Where was I? Oh, I moved here in my first place in 2008. Oh, and did any of you two like school or hated school? So, Mike, you must be the same. You must be around my age. Cause I'm 39. So you must be in your 30s or your late 20s. I was ready to be done with school. Oh, good. We got two people. I did turn 31 last month. Oh, that's awesome. Happy happy late birthday to. Yeah, it's good because I never know when people's birthdays are. So and if everything goes back to normal next year, it was fun, but I couldn't wait to graduate. Yeah, I think a lot of us couldn't wait to graduate. Cause we wanted to see how it would be like staying home 24/7, not having to get up in the morning time. And I think I did what I always wanted to do. But I told the teacher, all I want to do is just wake up, watch all my TV shows, go to bed when I feel like it, wake up when I feel like it. And I think I did the dream. Of course, we didn't know about YouTube back then, so I couldn't say I wanted to be a YouTuber. And so far, YouTube been fun for me. I met a lot of new people that I would never meet ever, and I got to do a lot of the stuff I always loved. And it's nice talking about what you love, so you get to have more fun on YouTube. And I slowed down a lot on YouTube also because when I first started, I was trying to I was trying to be the best YouTuber out there, rushing myself, doing I must have did about 20 videos a day, and then I think it was 20 or 25 videos. My natural sleep pattern was stay up late, wake up in the late morning. Oh, you sound like me. But I still woke up. I had no choice because if I didn't wake up for school, my mom woke me up anyway, and I used to miss the school bus a lot, so I had to walk to school a lot, and that cold air woke you up. So if you was tired when you got to school, you was wide awake. We all glad you made your channel. Oh, thanks. And I'm glad you all like my channel too, because my channel is different from other channels, and I should think the two channels that made me make my channel, but because they disappeared, there were two books on record channels that were made 10 years ago, but I saw them back in 2019, and they had over 500 books on records, and I saw their channel said that they can do it, and I only had 20 books on records. I said maybe people like my books on records also. And then you have to thank Groovy Entertainment 79 or 80 for not reporting me for using his name. Because when I chose my name, I didn't know that someone else had the same channel name that I did. But his channel was mostly music. He played a lot of today's stuff, but he's no longer on YouTube either. So the three channels, or the two channels I saw, and the third channel I saw with the same name, if it wasn't for them channels, I probably wouldn't be on YouTube. Now people are coming back doing records and books and records again because they just came up last year or the beginning of this year. So I so my channel is starting a whole new bunch of people doing books and records, and their channel are a lot better than my channel because I don't know how they flip the pages without you seeing them flipping the pages. And I love competition because the more people that do what I do, it makes it even better because I get to see their ideas, and I'm not in the club by myself anymore. Of course, if you want to see more books and records, you just have to go to them channels because, like everyone knows, start in June, I won't be doing a lot of books on records and books and stories on records anymore because I got a brand new computer that I'm paying on because I got it on a layaway kind of thing. But nowadays, layaway is you can keep your computer with you, but you have to pay on it little at a time every month, and that's not bad because if this was back then, I wouldn't have a computer, and it wouldn't be kind of tough because I had my computer with me. But then I would be kind of out of luck because I like my computer. My telephone is okay. I just couldn't use that telephone forever. And then in November, there might be a donation that somebody said that they might give me for November for my channel. So if that happens, we got a whole bunch of stuff for the channel, and then I'm gonna have to stretch out all the stuff I buy with that check so it could last longer for next year. And I'm hoping to get 1,000 subscribers in August, so YouTube can pay for the channel for me. And I'm amazed I got 723 subscribers. I don't know how I did it. I don't know how they all came to the channel. And you guys can help also. Just share my tell your friends and family about the channel. Share my channel on every site every site you go on to. Cause I try to promote my channels, but it's kind of hard because I don't got too many sites I go on. Somebody got me into Instagram, so they helped me promote my channel on that site. I got Facebook, and I somebody told me to go on Twitter, so I got Twitter now. I don't use it much, but they told me how to promote my channel. But I know there are 100 more sites out there that I would never know of. So if you guys got a lot of sites you go on, just share my stuff to the sites, tell your friend and family, and we should be real good for this year. I'm hoping this year I get my 1,000 subscribers so I can buy more books and records for the channel. Yeah, I know I talk a lot. And a lot of YouTube people said that they got their 1,000 subscribers in 2 years. They got monetized. So I'm hoping that it'll work out for me too. This is my second year on YouTube, and in November it'll be my dog's third year on YouTube because she made her video before I did. Of course, her second video was better than her first video. It's a lot longer and she does a lot more. In all my beginning videos, you get to see my place like it used to be. But you people got to see my apartment change in every video, and I did. And I think my beginning video was all unboxing episodes. So you got to see. I don't know if you got to see everything in the unboxing episode in other videos because I can't remember that far back. I know a lot of the movies you'll never see on the channel because they're just too long to record. But the posters, some of them posters you got to see from unboxing to being on the wall. Like, let's see, I'm gonna disappear for a little bit. Like the Marvel poster you see in the middle was a unboxing episode that I hung on the wall a couple of days later. You saw the Tiffany poster. That was a unboxing episode last year. Pac-Man was a 2019. Now all the Nintendo stuff was when I was a little kid. I did hung it on the wall. But most of the big posters you see, like the other Marvel one and the DC one, these were all unboxing episodes at one point, and they got to be on the wall. Now my Sega and Nintendo poster, they had them in the '80s when you used to be able to buy a Nintendo game, and they came with a poster for every game you bought. And if you were lucky enough, you had a bunch of posters on your wall. Of course, when I was little, I had a lot of brand new games that came out of Kmart and Caldor and stuff like that. But I wasn't smart enough to save a lot of the stuff that came in the game. Because I would just want to play. Oh, hi, Big D Entertainment. How are you today? Oh, we got a fourth person. And I think this is your first time being on a live stream. Yeah, my brain. You can say my brain thinks before my mouth do all the time. Just fine. Just start watching Grease live on Amazon Prime. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, and that's good to hear. And I see the only time I saw Grease was the '78 movie that they had on regular TV a long time ago. And I think I have been waiting to get on here for your live stream for a while. I just hadn't been quick enough. Yeah, my live streams don't really last long. They only last long when I have people to talk to. When I have nobody to talk to, then it's just me babbling for as long as I can babble for. And most of my live streams are kind of long. They're like extended videos when I don't have no one to really chat with. I have Grease on video cassette. I got it on my 17th birthday. Oh, that's awesome. And I used to have Grease on a video cassette a long time ago too. But I got it because they had a they had a buy five get four free, and you had to get whatever they had on the shelf for that special. And I didn't like the movie Grease, but because that was the only movie on the shelf that I didn't have, I picked it up. And then I got rid of it a couple of days after I got it. It was free, so I gave it to somebody else that enjoyed the movie. and he was real happy. Yeah, I wish they done that kind of sell nowadays. That's how I got most of my VCR collection started, by getting good specials. And I think I used to have the record and cassette tape also. I don't. The cassette tape I gave to another one of my friends because she liked the movie so much. She had a cassette player, and I at the time didn't have a working cassette player, so I gave that cassette to her. And I think the record got melted because I had my record collection. I had some of my record collection next to a heater vent, and the heater vent melted three of my records. And there's one record I used to love to listen to 100 times, but I can't remember the name of. Can't remember the name of the record. I just remember the picture. So if I could find that record again, you would see it on the channel. And let's see if we can get this live stream to 2 hours. Okay, I'm gonna see if I can do a 2 hour live stream. I want to go longer, but let's see if we can make this like 2 to 3 hours. And what year did you graduate, Big D? If you're still on the chat. I graduated in '98. Oh, okay, so you and MB graduated in the '90s. Boy, so when you graduated, I would just start in ninth grade. I was the only one. Wait, I was the only one of my mom's three sons to graduate. Oh, I'm glad you graduated. So I'm thinking you must have been you must have liked school a lot. A lot of people, a lot of my subscribers, they wasn't crazy about school, and I'm one of them. I didn't like school at all either. And like I said before, I graduated in 2001, and I made sure that I didn't have to repeat any of my classes because I didn't want to have to return back. Yeah, I was pretty big back in high school. I was the high school Romeo. Oh, that's awesome. I was the high school Romeo. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, so you had a lot of girls go after you. No, I was mostly a loner in a class clown. I think if I had paid more attention in school, I could use all that stuff that they were teaching me, and I think I could use all that stuff they taught me and made this channel probably bigger than what it is now. And then you would have got to see bigger books on the channel because now my English would have been a lot more better. And I know you came in late, so I'll give you a chance to vote also. I also played in the band as well. I played the clarinet all the way from middle school to high school. I also played. Oh, oh, that's awesome. So you were good at you. So you were good at your instruments. See, the only thing I was good at in school in grammar school, I used to be to play the Pink Panther theme song on the piano, and Peter Gunn theme song on the piano back in fifth grade. I couldn't do that nowadays. I was quite in a nerd. Yeah, I was. Yeah, I was about the same too. And being a nerd ain't bad because I'm still a nerd. That's why I play all the retro stuff for YouTube and have all the posters on the wall. And I'm still quiet, but mostly I'm kind of quiet because I didn't have any siblings. I was the only child, and the only thing that I had to talk to was my old computers, my video games, and my TV, and my cassette and record player. So the only thing that would make sounds and that would talk to me in a sense. Oh yeah, I remember playing the Pink Panther theme in the band when I was in the seventh grade. Oh, it must have sounded real good with having the whole band play with you. Because when I did it, it was just in a classroom, and the teacher would just teach you how to play different theme songs on this big brown piano, and I think I was the only kid that picked up how to play the whole theme song. I don't think that teacher is still kicking the day because she was old way back when. And then the last thing she was trying to teach me how to play was Mission Impossible theme song. But that was kind of tough because the Mission Impossible theme songs, it might sound great on the TV show and on the record, but it's hard to play on the old fashioned piano. And I'm thinking if I took my time and had a piano next to me, and I think I could do it again, but right, fifth grade, I must have been 6 years old back then. Well, I don't know how. I think I was 6 or 7 or 8. Whatever grade year you had to be in fifth grade. And that was boy. I think that was 30 years ago. Being in fifth grade, almost 30 years ago. I'm glad somebody liked high school. And because you wasn't here to see the voting, I'm gonna give you a chance to vote on Randy Lewis records for his birthday on the 27th. Let's see if I got this close by. So whoever didn't see this in the middle, I'm gonna do it again. Now for Randy Lewis' birthday, I got two records: "Wade in the Water" from '66 and "Hang On Ramsey" from '65. And whatever record you would like to hear, just leave the one you like to hear in the comments, and whatever record get the most vote is the one I'll play. Now, if I get a tie, I will be playing both records. So you get to hear twice as much of Randy Lewis. I think I shrunk. There we go. Well, if I don't get a tie, then you get to hear the second record next year for his birthday. If he if he's still kicking next year, because he don't. I don't know if he does anything nowadays. Because he was a big person back in the '60s and '70s and '80s. Then he kind of slowed down in the mid '80s, and but he did kind of both. He played pop music and he did Christian music. So when he stopped doing pop music, he kept doing the Christian side and kept doing that kind of music. So I don't know if he's so is doing music nowadays. But he's like I say, he's 86 years. He is 86 years old, coming up in a couple more days. And like I said, I got all kinds of music and all kinds of artists that I can play music for years of this channel. I think that's the only thing I got that we never run out is the music. Because when I was little, I used to buy a lot of records at the record shops. And when the record was over 20 years old, they would have a record sale where you could buy 5 records or 10 records for 89 cents or something like that. So you got a handful of these records, and then sometimes they'll have quarter records. So you could pick a whole album up for 25 cents because if it was too old, they knew they wouldn't get no money off of it. So when I was little, my mom used to give me a $5 bill, and $5 bought you a lot of records and candy. Oh, me too. I got a ton of CDs and cassette tapes. Oh, that's awesome. And I got a lot of CDs, but I won't play any of my CDs on the channel because they got they got triple rights on them. Because now you got the original person who owns the music, you got the company who owns the music, and you got the company of the CD who owns everything. So that wouldn't make it too much. And cassette tapes, I got a lot of homemade cassette tapes because when I was a kid, I used to record off the radio because when you couldn't afford to get the cassette tape of a song or a group you like, you just record off the radio and you got the same song that would cost you $15 to listen to. And you got more groups who got a whole cassette tape used to hold what eight I think 8 hours of music time. So you had more you like have a whole bunch of cassette tapes on one cassette tape. And the only cassette tapes I do have are what you saw on the channel. The books of cassettes. But I will be playing radio shows on CDs next month. And I hope that turns out real good. Or should I say, I hope the fans can watch them CDs because I don't know who owns the rights to any of that stuff. And I hope Warner Brothers is nice. It's going to be nice as a fan because I know they own Superman, and I got a lot of Superman radio shows. I remember the days recording off the radios. I love Menbreck. Those were the best. Oh, I'm glad I'm not the only one that did that. Because when I talk about recording off the radio, some people think I'm crazy or made it up. because the kids nowadays don't know all the stuff they miss. And I think I got Menbrick tapes. I used to buy whatever tape was on sale because blank tapes. Sometimes they were cheap, sometimes they wasn't. So you just bought whatever was on sale and it hoped for the best. And I still got a whole bunch of blank cassette tapes too. That was done in the 80s. Oh, that's true. And like, I did it in the 80s and I recorded music off the radio in the 2000s. I think 2001, 2002. Yeah, I stopped in 2002 recording off the radio because cassette tapes was getting harder to find back then. So I bought a whole bunch of blank cassette tapes, and then my cassette tape stopped working in 2003. But I still got my portable cassette tape player that you saw me play on the channel a couple of days ago, a couple of days ago. So I'm glad that still works. But nowadays it's hard to record off the radio because they don't make cassette tapes player anymore. I still got I even got blank VCR tapes that I never opened. Cause I used to record a lot of movies off the cable channels back when I was little, and in the 2000s, before they made it hard for people to record off their TV sets, and it was kind of bootlegging stuff off the radio and TV, but they didn't care. But I was cleaning my shelf off on my TV stand. I didn't know it had so many homemade movies. Yeah, same here, especially when the VCR was built into the TV. And too bad the government found out and messed it up for everybody. So now we can't record off the TV anymore. And now we got digital TV nowadays in a sense that you can't record off the TV ear. Because I still use rabbit ears to watch TV, but they're a lot clearer than when I was little. Of course, now you don't get too many channels nowadays with the rabbit ears. You only get what programmed into the ear. But when I was little, you used to get channels from New York City or yeah, I think New York and New Jersey were the only channels that you can get far away. But I lived in Connecticut, I still do. And only I think I got Boston stuff, but Boston was not far away. And they used to show a lot of good movies and stuff on regular TV. I didn't mind the snows because it was far away picking up them channels. And I missed Saturday because when I was a little kid, every Saturday at 12 o'clock they would show kung fu theater. They would show about 10 kung fu films, and then after that they would show Rambo or Mission in Action or something like that. But they would go from see 12 to 12 to 5 or 12 to 6 in the afternoon. Now most kids talk about the Saturday morning stuff, but because I wasn't the kid that woke up in the morning time. So when I woke up, the only show I could catch was the Bugs Bunny Twitty show on NBC. So I caught that every Saturday. But that was the last Saturday morning cartoon that I was always able to catch. While everybody else saw everything else before that came on. So let's see. I miss Saturday morning content myself. This is why I do Saturday morning TV log every Saturday morning. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, maybe one day I have to check out your channel because there's so many YouTube channels that do a lot of retro stuff, and I try to subscribe to all the retro channels because we need to keep the retro channel going so the stuff don't disappear on us. Because once we disappear, nobody would know about this retro stuff ever again. I miss the Saturday morning cartoons. Oh, I do too, but I'm lucky enough that they released they released them on VCR tapes and DVDs. So I got some of them on VCR tapes, and I got a lot of them on DVDs. I just can't play them on the channel because of the companies. Cause I tried to play Richie Rich on the channel, and NG MGM said nope, can't play that cartoon on the channel. And I tried to play the Hair Bear Bunch, and Warner Bros. Said nope to that one because Warner Bros. Owns Hanna Barbera stuff, but because I don't know why MGM owned Richie Rich, not Warner Bros. But there's a lot of stuff I would love to show on the channel, but it's so hard with the copyright people. And now you got these three last of the businesses: Disney, Warner Brothers, and MGM. It's real tough to show classic cartoons on the channel. So far, I have done 64 of them. Soon it's going to be 65. Hanna-Barbera 67 action series, Birdman, is this week, Saturday morning TV log. Oh, that's awesome. You did so many of them. And I do got the Birdman complete collection on DVD. I don't know who owns. I think Warner Bros. Owns all the Hanna-Barbera action shows, like the Herculoids, uh, Frankenstein Jr., and Impossibles, Mike Tor, and Moby Dick, Shazam. But I might try to show record one of them and see what happens. And if it goes through, you get to see one episode. If it doesn't do anything, then we won't be able to see anything. But them were the best shows for the 60s. And of course, back then they had real comic book people drawing them TV shows for them. The DC and Marvel people, they just didn't. They just didn't get them. I don't. They didn't have any. They didn't give them any credit, or unless they couldn't have credit because of being comic book people. But I know back then they were kind of pickier about you being in two jobs at once. Yeah, because I read a lot of history stuff. I get to know about all this exciting stuff that people never knew about. And now we got the internet. It makes my it makes my reading time even more better because I can find information 100 times faster than going inside books and stuff. Yeah, it's this allergy season. 'Cause I'm allergic to my dog, and she's sitting right next to me. Yeah, I recently finished the '90s Spider-Man to an early today on. Oh, that's awesome. Now, I used to watch that show when before I went to school in the morning time. I watched it both time in the afternoon when they had it on Fox Kids, and then I watched it again when they had it on the morning time. And then I bought the whole complete show of the '90s Spider-Man, but it's a bootleg copy because Disney won't release that show at all on DVD or Blu-ray. In a sense, they hadn't released none of the Spider-Man cartoons. It'd be nice if they did. Go if they released the '80s Spider-Man stuff in the '90s, I would buy it real fast. But I got a lot of the '80s Spider-Man, like the first Spider-Man cartoon that came out in the '80s, and then Spider-Man and Friends. I got that on bootleg DVDs. I even got the 1967 Spider-Man on bootleg because they stopped selling. Yeah, they stopped selling the 1967 Spider-Man after they released it. So Disney just not making any money off their Spider-Man stuff. And there's only a handful of superheroes that Disney do not own that I didn't know about. And there's only one Marvel uh, superhero that nobody owns. That's why you saw it on my channel. The Submariner. Nobody owned that superhero yet. I have a lot of bootleg DVDs of third and fourth season of the '80. Oh, yeah, oh, that's awesome. And that was a nice show too. And they released that show on DVD. Then they stopped making DVDs of it. Cause they made the first two seasons on DVD. I don't know about any more seasons because wasn't really looking for the show. But there's so many stuff that they are releasing more of the '80s shows on DVD, so that's a plus. And they are releasing a lot more Saturday morning cartoons of the '80s also. So far they released five more shows. I do have the first two seasons that of the Shout Factory. Oh, that's good. Cause it'll be good to buy this stuff on DVD or any way you can get them. Because people buy more of their new release stuff. People they'll release more of the series because I remember they had the first two seasons of Silver Spoons, and then nobody bought the Silver Spoon collection, so they stopped making the rest of the Silver Spoons. But more people were buying that TV show. They would release season three, season four, and all the other seasons. The only season that did get released was Punky Brewster. They released all four seasons on DVD. They're kind of high, but if people bought them while they were cheap and kept buying them, they would have stayed at a reasonable price. And then not the bootleggers, I do have some tunes like, oh, that's good. I do got the Thundercats on DVD. The He-Man is so cheap. That's so $39. Cause they released He-Man, She-Ra, and Voltron I got all the Punky Brewster on DVD. Oh, that's good. I'm glad you got your copies. And I'm glad you got them before the the bad people got a hold to them. Because you got these people who like to buy all the stuff dirt cheap and then sell it to the people sky high. And sometimes it backfires. Like last year when the bug came out, people were buying all the disinfectant stuff in toilet papers. And then when this virus disappeared, people got stuck with all this stuff that they couldn't sell anymore because people didn't need it no more. So it's not good to profit off the poor. See, I would never do that. Mostly I buy stuff just to have it in my collection because because I know I'm never gonna see it on TV again. The only thing I do feel bad about that when I buy all these records, I know I'm never gonna play them again because once they get put on the channel, they're kind of no good for me. I have got the She-Ra, the Rhino Transformer, and G.I. Joe as well. Oh, that's awesome! And I got I got the Transformer G.I. Joe on DVD also, and I even bought the G.I. Joe and Transformer movie also, so I could finish off my 80 collection. And too bad the G.I. Joe movie never got released to the theater back when it first came out. I don't even think it got released to TV when it first came out. I used to have the VCR tape of the G.I. Joe the movie, and I was so glad to get my DVD copy of it. I even have Gems, Black Stars, Space Stars, and I have good. You got all the good stuff, and I do have Gem because I bought that when they released it on DVD. Oh, I never seen that Ghostbuster before, but I seen the the other two Ghostbusters. But I heard about the Film Nation Ghostbuster. Okay, that's the one with the gorilla in it. Oh, I love gems. Oh, I'm glad we got. Oh, that's awesome. Cause Gem was like a hidden show from the '80s. And not too many people talk about that show. They made a crappy live action show that I heard. I even have the live action Film Nation too. Yeah, I think clips of that show because they never repeated that show ever on TV, but on YouTube people talk about it and they show pictures, so I got to see it that way in a sense. But I seen the cartoon one on TV that came out in the '80s. And this is the first time I ever made the 2 hours before. I saw Jim movie and wasn't thrilled about it. Yeah, a lot of people. I never seen the movie, but a lot of people saw the movie and hated it. They 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 called it crap. They said it wasn't like the cartoon or nothing. So when I heard that, I didn't want to sit for a hour and a half movie if it wasn't good to begin with. Oh, I'm glad two people didn't like that movie, and a lot of YouTubers didn't like it either. There were so many YouTube videos of that movie. I think only one person loved it out of all the YouTube videos I was watching. And I'm gonna take my coat off because this thing is hot. And it's like 80 degrees outside, and this coat ain't helping. Well, it was very nice chatting with you. Gotta go. Oh, thanks. And it was nice chatting with you too. And I hope the rest of your, and I hope you have a groovy day. And, and I hope you catch my next live stream, whenever that's going to be. So Big D Entertainment is, everybody say bye to Big D Entertainment. But I'm glad I still got one person left in the live stream that's still talking. And I think Big D Entertainment is Pacific. And Big D Entertainment is the only one on, I think, Pacific time zone. So it's like 2 o'clock where he's at. So it's just you and me now, and Bean. And this is nice talking about all the stuff. I know you and him are older than I am, so you got to enjoy the old stuff from the '80s more than I did. Because I was a little kid in the '80s. I was like, see, when this stuff came out, I was like 5 years old, 4 or 5. Yeah, it's fun talking about the '80s. Yeah, the '80s had a lot of fun stuff. They had a lot of good toys back then. They had video games. They had board games. And I think the '80s was the best generation. Now everybody trying to bring back some of the '80s stuff, but they can't bring it back as good as it used to be. Oh yeah, a lot of toys. And I still got some of my toys from the '80s also. Only a bag full because when you're a little kid, you don't think about being nice to your toys. So if I had knew back then to save your toys and make sure they're in good condition, I would not have destroyed all my toys because I was like a Godzilla, ripped off the people's heads and feet and arms and destroyed the building and stuff. A lot of the play sets, like the GI Joe play sets and He-Man play sets, because they were plastic, they got destroyed kind of fast. I had Gem Dolls. I wish I had kept. I wish I would have kept them. Yeah, them dolls. Oh, you can still get them on eBay for, not gonna say cheap, but they run about $12. But and because I never race, they look like a fancier version of Barbie. Because Barbie always looked the same, no matter, she just kept changing her clothes and look. But it looked like a Barbie doll. But I'm glad the TV show was better than the toy. Cause I think a lot of I used to watch a lot of the girl shows of the '80s, like Rainbow Bright, She-Ra, Gems, and My Little Pony. Because the girl shows back then were just like the boy shows. They had a lot of action. They had a lot of scary stuff in them shows too that you would never thought about. And then nowadays, they're not the kids' shows are not the same. Oh yeah, I can't forget about the Care Bears because the Care Bear had the Care Bear had one of the best villain of their TV show. What was that poor verse? I think it was Darkheart, the guy that you never saw the face, you just saw the eyeballs in the hands. Yeah, I think the '80s had the best villains of all the cartoons ever made. I think the only good thing that came out of the '70s was the Super Friends and Speed Buggy. Because Scooby Doo wasn't all that great. It was okay, but Scooby Doo was mostly the same show repeated 100 times. But I did like the 13 Ghosts of Scooby Doo from 1985 or '84 when they had Vincent Price. And I don't know if that show ended. I don't know. I don't know if they caught all 13 ghosts in that Scooby Doo show, but I know they could catch a handful of them. But I don't know if the show ended with them catching all 13 ghosts. Let's see. See, they had Mr. T show back then and Chuck Norris, but that was short shows. And everybody had a cereal box. Yeah, 'cause I think Chuck Norris had a box of cereal. Mr. T had his cereal. Hulk Hogan had his cereal. Everybody had their own cereal back then, and they were real good. I'm think as I think about it. So I didn't know that the movie was a remake. I saw the updated version of the 13 Ghosts. Of 13 Ghosts. Yeah. The original 13 Ghosts. There was a black and white film called The 13 Ghosts from 1960, and that was a 3D picture for the time. But it had nothing to do with Scooby Doo. Scooby Doo was just. I think Scooby Doo or Scrappy had opened this black box and let all the ghosts free. And Vincent Price told them that they had to go after all these ghosts and bring them back. But I know the show didn't last long. I think the show only had it was a very short Scooby Doo show. I think it had 15 episodes or 20 episodes. So I never saw the whole show before. So I never knew if they finished the show or did it end with them not catching all the ghosts. But you can buy that show on DVD now. The DVD got released about 3 or 4 years ago, and it looked kind of clear when I saw it on DVD. It looked like a brand new picture, even though it was made in the '80s. And that was the best of the Scooby Doo era. That one in the Scooby Doo, no, the New Adventure of Scooby Doo. from 1976. That was a good version of Scooby Doo, also. But there was only two good versions. All the other Scooby Doos were just not great. I always thought that Josie and the Pussycats was better than Scooby Doo because they had more action in their shows. But mostly the '70s with all the same kind of shows. But Clue Club, Speed Buggy, and Josie was the three cartoons I liked it from the '70s. And I think Inch Eye Private Eye was good too. The guy from the guy that did Inspector Gadget, he was the voice of that character. Adam, no, Adam something. He played Get Smart. Oh yeah, I love that show. I bought all the Inspector Gadget show on DVD, the whole collection, and that was a cheap show to buy. If you had to buy that whole show, it didn't cost that much. It costed about $30 for all. Let's see, the show came out in '83, '86. Yeah, to buy 3 seasons, that was a pretty cheap price. Cause I bought the Heathcliff and Dennis the Menace TV show also because I love the Dennis the Menace show from 1986. I thought it was a real good show back when I was little. But when I was watching it 30 years later, oh, good price. Yeah, I don't know how much it is now because Amazon price go up and down. So you might get it. You might get it cheaper now, or after I bought it, or they might get it higher. I couldn't tell you. You can. I think you can still get the Heathcliff and Dennis the Menace show for under $20, but you would have to go on Amazon and see how much they went up or down. Because the a lot of '80s stuff or '80s cartoons that are not bad prices. I remember buying Shirt Tails for $17 a couple of years ago, and I knew I had to get it because if you don't buy these shows, they will disappear, and you won't be able to get a copy of the show. But Warner Brothers released these stuff, but they don't want to keep them on the show for a long time. And it's even harder when you have to get these 80 cartoons off the internet because you can't go to the store and buy half of this stuff. And I thought it would cost more. Would I be able to buy the cut? Yeah, you'd be able to buy that. Cause that's where I bought my collection from. The whole complete show, and it didn't cost that much. I think when I bought it 4 years ago, it was like 26 dollars for the whole complete Jim the Autograph show. And like I said, I don't know how much they cost nowadays because once I buy something, I don't look backwards because then I don't look backwards because I don't want to see that. Because I don't want to see that if I had waited, I could have paid even cheaper. So I don't go. So when I buy something, I just buy it and don't look back at the price. because I don't want to feel bad that I could have waited, or if I didn't wait, then I want to see how much it could have went up if I wasn't fast enough. But I could probably tell you some of the stuff. That was good having a phone because the phone is like a computer. Let's see how much some of this stuff would cost. Most YouTubers, I don't know how they do it, but they do this thing on the screen so you can see everything. Now, I don't know if I have to be a real YouTuber. That's probably why I can't do it. But I can tell you on the phone. And let's see what we got here. Okay, that's not bad. The Driven to Hardgraphs TV show cost $32.98. So that's not bad. Good. Like I said, I paid $27 for it 4 years ago, so it only went up $6. That's pretty good. So if I didn't wait, I still could get it cheap. Let's try and inspect the gadget. See how much he went up into. Would it help if you spell the word right? There we go. The first note was the complete series. Oh, here we go. Well, okay, to buy the Spectre Gadget Complete series, it costs $45. So it went up. It went up 10. It went up $15. Oh, you're welcome. And I don't mind doing this because it helps you out, and it helps anyone who watched this live stream later. It'll be good to keep these retro stuff going. Because when people stop buying these shows, they will disappear off the shelf or off the internet. And then we have to, and always then because because it's retro stuff, you have to buy them fast before the people buy them, the bad people, and they buy them and then raise the price so high that nobody can buy them. Because I saw a movie I wanted, and they only had one copy for $75. So I said I'm never going to get that movie in my collection because I was too slow to buy it when it was cheap. Let's see what else they got a lot of stuff. Of course, some stuff you can get off of eBay cheaper than Amazon too. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, you mostly have to be fast for these people because the bad people are not doing it because they like stuff. They're doing it to make extra money. So they're killing the collector and the fans. And because a lot of people don't have money, the people can't get it when they first come out. Yeah, I gotta check eBay. Yeah, eBay got a lot of good stuff, and you can save more money on eBay sometimes too. Of course, sometimes eBay like to try out do Amazon sometimes too with their stuff. So that's not good either. But the only thing with eBay is that they got free shipping, so you don't have to buy 30. You don't have to buy about $45 worth of stuff to get free shipping. You can just buy one item and get it for free shipping. So that's a plus for eBay. Amazon wants you to buy. I think it's 35 or $45 worth of stuff because they want you to spend more money. Unless you don't mind paying shipping for one item. Mostly I mostly I don't mind either. Cause If I rate one, and I'll pay the shipping. And I'm glad you're still on the live stream because all the other people had disappeared. But I know a couple people. Well, I know whatever M would work. And okay, good to know because Amazon wants you to spend more money on shipping. Yeah, that's true. I think a lot of sites want you to buy a lot of stuff for the shipping. Oh wow, I'm the only one. Okay, Amazon not the only one that does that. It just they're the only. Cause when I go on other sites, they do the same thing too. Cause I think Walmart's, I think they want you to spend $25 to get free shipping, and you can get a lot of good stuff off of Walmart's too. Cause they try to sell some of the classic stuff that Amazon sells. Or sometimes Walmart can be cheaper than Amazon and eBay, and sometimes they can be higher than everybody. But the only good thing with eBay is that you can buy a lot of retro stuff. That's where I got all my records from, all my Brooklyn records, stuff like that. My whole channel came from eBay, except the songs. Any song you see on my channel came from my record collection. And I bought them songs years ago. But all the stories and cassette tapes, they all came from eBay. And it's so nice and cool with that jacket off too. But back then, because this kind of a spring winter jacket. That jacket was getting hot out. It was nice that people got to see the jacket on me before I took it off. I have some records my husband found. Someone threw them away. Oh, that's good. It'll be good to get records from people throwing them away because it's cheaper that way, and you get hidden stuff that you can never find nowhere else. Because I used to go to Goodwill or Savers to buy records because a lot of people would give them a lot of records. So I say children of the old people would throw away their parents' records and stuff and give all their collection to Goodwill and Savers. And if you was fast enough to go there when they had all the good stuff, you could get a lot of good records from them places. Of course, sometimes they could sell like crappy records too. And you can get a lot of movies from Goodwill and Savers also, or any other thrift stores that's out there. And sometimes you can get them real cheap. That's where I got a lot of hidden movies from them places because I got a VCR player. I could get some of the stuff that will never be released on DVD ever. And because of VCR tapes, sometimes the company forgets about these movies that they released it years ago, and they're not copyrighted. So I get to show you stuff that the company forgot. Of course, there's a lot of movies I can't show on my channel because they're just too long. Any movie that's over a half hour long, you'll never see on the channel. Cause my phone won't hold that much. And my GoPro, it was kind of small. Oh, that's good. Yeah, I know where you're. Yeah, 'cause mostly I like to shop around, finding all kind of good deals for stuff because I'm kind of a person that like to get more for your money. Even when I was a kid, I used to try to get more for the money so you could have more instead of just buying two things for a couple of dollars. Because I think I was the only one in my family who used to use coupons. Because my mom hated cutting out coupons, and she didn't like holding them things. So I would cut them out, put them in a Ziploc bag, and used to carry them with me. And then when we would go in the grocery store, I would say, "We got a coupon for that." And she said, "We do?" I said, "Yeah." And we would save a lot of money off the coupon that she didn't want to cut out or bring with her. And sometimes we were real good and we got to save like $10 off a lot of the stuff we bought from the store. Of course, nowadays there's not too many coupons out in the newspapers anymore. Somehow they get rid of the coupons because they don't want people to save no more money. And they're starting to bring coupons back a little at a time, but they only have like one sheet of paper. And if you want to know anything about me or what, anything you want, I'll answer it best that I can. Cause I'm an open book. So anything you ask, you will get an answer for. The store has reward cards now. Yeah, that's true. But you would have to go to the certain stores. And that makes it tough because if you go to another store with that card not good in the other store you went to. And all the grocery stores are doing the same thing also. And then you have all these reward cards, and then you think you're in the right store, you pull out that reward card for a whole nother store. You'd be kind of mad too. At least with the coupons, you can use that coupon in any store you wanted to, and then have to be in the right store for that piece of paper. Yeah, I always do that. Yeah, they should make the reward cards like the library. Make them all compatible with all the stores. Of course, then they would lose money because nobody was shopping that store if they did it that way too. I'm thinking. See, the library don't care about losing money because they're gonna charge you anywhere you go to if you bring that book or movie back late. But the grocery stores and department stores, yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah, but I don't know who made these reward cards up, but they don't want people saving money anywhere they can. They just want them at their store. It's like a club. Even when I was a kid, they used to have this Columbia house. I think 8 track or cassette tape club. and you had to buy so much cassette tapes, and then when you bought so many of them, the bill was so high. You said I think it was like 49 cents, but when you did all you did, it cost you, boy, I think it cost $69. And I was saying, but it was 49 cents for each one of them. How did they get to $69? I didn't read the small print, so I only did that one time and didn't do it a second time. That's when I found out that the Columbia House was a ripoff. And I think that's why they stopped doing that. Oh wow. Yeah, all them. Yeah, I feel bad for all them poor folks that got stuck before I did, because that's how a lot of people were able to get all their cassette tapes or stuff they never heard before on cassette tapes or eighth track. That's all they did mostly, eighth track and cassettes. And I think it was 49 for 20. Yeah, but it was 49 cents for 20 eighth track or cassette tapes. But they didn't read. Nobody read the small print that it said that we have the right to change the price, and then the shipping fee was sky high. When you got it all done, it was $69 and some change. And I think that's why they didn't do they didn't do CDs, because people weren't going to buy that much for CDs. And nowadays CDs are a collector item, because you can't buy CDs anywhere, and nobody used that technology anymore. And I found out about that this month when I got my new laptop. I found out that CDs you can't you can't play CDs in your computers anymore, and I never knew that, because my laptop, boy, was 6 years old at the time, so I had everything that 6 years ago was, but I still got a whole handful of CDs, but I just can't play them anywhere. And I would love to play it for the channel, but I'm just afraid that one of them CDs would take out my channel, or it'll get blocked and nobody will see the nice songs I be playing. Oh yeah, the new laptop doesn't have CDs. Yeah, if I had, but then I had no choice anyway, because my laptop on my old laptop would got fixed so many times. I think it got fixed over 10 times. So, and then I didn't want to fix it. I didn't want to fix it a 11 time. Yeah, you would have to get a desktop. Yeah, and I have no room for a desktop. Desktop would be nice, but you have to have space for it. And then I wouldn't. Then I couldn't go too far with the desktop, because the desktop had to stay at home, and I couldn't bring my laptop to other people's houses. But I'll get because I didn't know that the CD disappeared. It won't bother me too much. I just got I got I made a video about my CD collection last year, I think it was, and I'm that's the only way I'll be able to show my CD collection off, about making a video about it. And it's so sad. I must got over 100 CDs, and I even got a whole handful of blank CDs, 'cause I used to make my own music off the computer. Yeah, it was cheaper that way. But I don't feel too bad because the next generation gonna have the same problem I'm having. Because whatever they listen to nowadays will be obsolete when they get to be my age, and then they'll be probably making a YouTube video about stuff they can't listen to anymore or play or whatever. Because I know all the new video games are coming out every single year. It seems like that they're gonna have problems, but when they get to be my age, they'll be talking about their old video games. Because I don't know how people play music nowadays. I know they got their telephone could do almost everything a computer can do, but nowadays the computer don't got head jacks or ear jacks. Because this with my new phone don't have no ear jacks, so I can't stick a headphone in my new telephone. And I'm glad you stayed for the whole ride because I never did a a two 2.5 hour live stream before. But because I got somebody on the live stream, I can go as much as I can. But I'll probably go until 6 o'clock because I don't think my throat can go no more than this. Unless somebody else pops on, then I'll keep going for that new person. Yeah, it was a great chat, and I enjoy it. I'm glad, and I enjoy chatting with you also. And it's nice knowing my subscribers because I got like I said, I got over 700 subscribers, and I don't get to talk to all of them because so many, and not all of them rights are not all of them comment on the videos, and not a lot of them go on the live streams. So I never know who I got ever. Because I think I got a handful of subscribers that go in the comment section and comment on all the videos. And then sometimes I might get one or two new subscribers that do it. Oh, that's good. You almost got a thousand. Yeah, I'm halfway there. I'll probably have, well, let's see. If this was a racing car thing, I made it past 3 laps. I just got maybe one or two laps to go before I get to the final, before I get to the finishing line. But this year, try to say April was a very fast month that I got a lot of my subscribers from because I hit two milestones kind of back to back. Because I think I got the 600 in April. Let's see, I got the 500 in April, 600 in April, then I got the 700 in May. So it was going too fast for me. So I'm hoping to keep going like this so I can do a lot of stuff on the channel. Because I would love to use my telephone on my GoPro to do better live streams. Because I can't walk around the laptop. And then you would be able to see more of my place if I would able to use my telephone. That's fast. Yeah. And I don't know what we're going. I don't know what we're going down during that month. Yeah, I don't know. People were staying home more, so I'm hoping summer gonna be a fast month for me. Or then summer might not be a good month for me because everybody will be on vacation, being happy, getting out the house for the first time. enjoying life again. So people enjoy life again. A lot of YouTubers are gonna get affected by people enjoying life. Except the people that do, what do you call them things? The people that do outside videos and stuff like that, they won't get affected too much because they'll be enjoying life also. Yeah, people will be outside more in the summer. And most, yeah, I know I will, but yeah, you can vlog outside. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Them people won't get affected by the people because they'll be like the people being outside. People love watching other people enjoy life, and I'm not an outside person, so it'd be kind of tough doing them kind of videos. And I rarely go on vacation because you have to have money to go on vacations, and not fun if you want to go certain places. Like I know I can go to a park or something, 'cause that's free, or go to a museum or something. But then it's not fun going to places alone too, because then you'll be talking to yourself. You know, people think you're crazy. And like I said before, I don't really have any friends except for Facebook and my subscribers. And I don't have no siblings, so I can't drag a brother or sister along with me. But one day I might, on probably next year, I'll be to do some more unboxing videos outside like I did last year. And if it gets nice enough and it don't get bright, I might. You have a pet? Yeah, I have a small. Yeah, I have a dog. Let's see if she can call the video for 2 seconds. Yeah, and I just woke her up. Yeah, have a. You might see her in a lot of the videos. And when I do my record videos, you see her walking around and playing with her toys a lot. And she's going back to sleep again. Oh, thanks. Yeah, she didn't all my videos. My dog is. Yeah, most of my videos. Only thing you won't see her and when I show a movie because I show the movies in a dark time, so you can't see her on the floor. But when I do my records, she's in every video. But I know this month we're gonna show a couple more. We're gonna show a lot of movies this month. All four movies this month. Two Sesame Streets, one Patterson, and one Huckley Pig. So it's gonna be a exciting month. And let's see. Oh, I like Sesame Street. Oh, that's good. I got a lot of Sesame Street on the channel. And I'm going to be playing a lot of Sesame Street for the rest of this year. A lot of Sesame Street VCR tapes. And I learned a lot from that show. Yeah, I think we all learned a lot from that show. That show in Mr. Rogers. And what the other show? Captain Kangaroo. And there was another show, Rumper Room. Well, that show, I think Rumper Room was a certain state showed that show. So it wasn't a big show like Captain Kangaroo and Sesame Street and Mr. Rogers was. Because them three shows, anyone could show them shows, but the Rumper Room, you had to be in certain states and stuff. Yeah, they had a lot of good learning shows back in the days. Wow, you bring them back to much. Yeah, I even I remember watching. I think Eureka Castle and Fraggle Rock are pretty good too. I don't know. They teach you what the other show taught you, but they taught you enough to be friends and to love your neighbor and stuff like that. But I used to love watching Welcome to Pooh Corner when I used to be on the Disney Channel back in the 80s. I think that's the only show I woke up for. Cause that show came on. Boy, that show came on early in the morning. Yeah, yeah, that's true. Fraggle Rock was only on HBO at the time. Of course, I was lucky enough to watch. I watched one or two episodes on HBO, but then I was lucky enough that when the show got canceled, They repeated the show on regular TV for the people to watch it, but they had to wait until it got canceled for them to have the repeats. And now you can buy Fraggle Rock on DVD now. All six seasons, I think it was. And I don't think it cost that much. But I wasn't looking for it because let's see how much Fraggle Rock would cost nowadays. But I never turned off the Amazon thing. Oh, okay. Okay, the Fraggle Rock you can get the whole show on DVD for $135, or you can get the whole show on Blu-ray for $34. Now, in that case, I would get the Blu-ray because the Blu-ray is 70 about $80 cheaper than the DVDs, and it'd be a lot clearer. Cause I think DVDs are just as clear as Blu-ray. It's stuff that sometimes Blu-ray give you more bonus stuff. But the Blu-ray is cheaper than the DVDs. But well, I think that got released because that's on. Yeah, I figured the Blu-ray would cost. I figured the Blu-ray would cost more. Yeah, but because DVDs are kind of like obsolete. Yeah, because the DVDs are old now, so they're trying to get all the money they can off the DVDs. Because if you had to find this on a VCR, if you had to find it on a VHS, it probably cost more than the DVD would cost. Because some VCR tapes they can charge you $35 for one VCR tape, but you can get the DVD copy for like $9 or less. So it's in like old technology costs more than the new stuff. Because Sesame Street, you can buy Sesame Street on DVD, but they don't want to release a whole a complete series of Sesame Street or Mister Rogers. Even Captain Kangaroo, you can't buy that show except on VCR tapes, and they can run you because I found a Welcome to Pooh corner on a VCR tape from the '80s, and they want $95 for that VCR tape. And I think it's only two episodes on that whole VCR tape. Of course, it's a used VCR tape too, so that person's crazy because he knows he's not gonna make no money off that old VCR tape. And those shows had a lot of episodes. True, but you can release the first. I mean, they have a lot of episodes, but you can release the first season one at a time. Good, like Gunsmoke. Gunsmoke, they released the whole show, all 300 episodes, and that show made it for 20 seasons. And that show, the $195 and some change. It don't sell. But when they first released Gunsmoke on DVD, it was $300. So they got down to $195. And if I had the money, I would buy that show right now because I know when I do get the money, I'll have to it'll be back to $300 again. And I'll never get the show on DVD. And they did release Gunsmoke on season episodes. So you can buy season one, season two, and all that. So they can do Mister Rogers, Sesame Street, and Captain Kangaroo that way. But then, but then I don't think nobody would buy it anyway. And they released the the cheap way. And I think the company knows that they're not gonna make any money, so they say why waste the time. That's why a lot of shows are so stuck on VCR tapes, and because they know people are not gonna buy the shows, so they don't want to waste their time digging for them shows. That's why a lot of back in the days when I used to work, I used to get all the shows I used to love and get them bootleg on DVD off the internet because I knew the shows were never going to get released on DVD. Of course, I didn't know that years later they would release them on DVD, but because I was afraid that I'm never going to see them in any other formats, the VCR tapes, I got them bootleg. There's still some shows that I do got on bootleg DVD that I had never seen a release at all. Like I was saying about the Spider-Man shows, all the Spider-Man cartoons had never got released except the '67 one. And the '67 Spider-Man show got released and got taken off the market as fast as it got released. So if you didn't get your '67 Spider-Man complete series, they want a lot of money for that show nowadays. And I feel pretty bad because I want a real copy and not a bootleg copy. But I'm happy with the bootleg copy, so I can't complain. And of course, when you buy a bootleg copy, nobody makes any money except the person that burnt it on the DVD for you. So the company loses out when they don't want to make the fans happy. That's why the Fantastic Four show that I got on my channel, or the three. I think it is 3 episodes. People love them shows, but Warner Bros. Don't want nobody to see them shows. So until I try to put an episode up, they keep blocking them episodes. And they tried to take down my channel one time with one of the Fantastic Four episodes because they weren't making any money. They could have made money because I wouldn't mind paying them money for something to keep the fan happy. Now we made it 3 hours. So I might be shutting down unless you want to ask me any more questions before I shut down. And then I'll do another live stream tomorrow, maybe if it's nice outside, like it is today. Unless, okay, it's dinner time now. Yeah, that's true. I'm not hungry. I know my throat and the dog is not making it nice anymore. I had a great chat. Oh, thanks. I had a great chat with you also. So so I'll say goodbye to you, MB Curation, and to everyone else. This was Groovy Entertainment. Please like, subscribe, share, and comment, and have a groovy day. And we'll have another live chat or video coming out real soon.